This is a poly hive. So we're basically a styrofoam hive. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to find in here. It's a long story, but there might be a queen in there. There might not be a queen. There might be brood. I don't know. It's sort of an unpredictable situation. I didn't plan what's happening in there. It just sort of evolved. And the last time I checked on them, they were not very happy bees. So let's see what happens. So right now I'm just checking the inner cover for the queen because it's unlikely, but it happens. And then you toss your inner cover away and the queen falls in the grass or whatever. So these bees look calm. I'm casting a shadow, which I don't love. Oh well. I'll give them a little hit of smoke just in case there are some defensive bees in there. They look calm, but it's not absolutely packed. The shadow's gonna kill the light here, but I mean these bees, there are bees on all the frames, but it's not absolutely packed. When you're starting off with beekeeping, you usually pull the side frames and work your way in. But once you know your way around, you can just dig right into the middle, which is what I just did. Okay, I see some cap brood, but what I want to see is fresh brood. There's a little bit of, oh yeah, there's some fresh brood here. I'm not sure about the queen though. We'll get into it, but basically there might be 2 queens in this hive. Again, it's a long story. Yeah, these bees are a little bit antsy, but there's definitely fresh brood in there. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but there's lots of white stuff there. The brood pattern is a bit of a mess, but that happens. That can happen with any kind of disturbance in the hive with the queens, whether they're replacing the queen or you're installing a queen. These bees are definitely a little bit antsy though. If I did anything, and if I made a wrong move, yeah, if I made a wrong move, I think they're definitely antsy. Okay, there's lots of brood, fresh brood too. I'm looking for day-old brood because I just want to make sure this queen is. Well, these bees are. They're nice right now. I got them crawling on my hands, but I can tell that they're ready to pounce if they have to. I'm going to give them a little hit of smoke because I don't want to get stung. And smoke doesn't hurt the bees as much as you might think. Some people might think. They've got room to lay. The queen has room to lay. This is honey. Alright, I'm just gonna... So there's a little trick. If you don't know where the queen is and you don't want to make sure you don't squish the queen, just give them a little hit. Just a little hit of smoke right between the frames and the queen will take off. So you can safely return this frame. You might squish a couple bees. There's no such thing as beekeeping without squishing bees. But hopefully you won't squish the queen. So this is okay. The queen still has room to lay. She's still laying. They've got food. They've got pollen. See how they react. This will be a good test to see how antsy they are. Okay, not too bad. So there's a queen in there. I won't get into that story, but she's laying eggs. I didn't see. What I'm curious about, I want to see fresh brood, like brood that was laid today. I found that's when you know you've got a queen for sure. You can have 2 or 3 day old brood, but the queen could be dead. She could have died yesterday and you wouldn't know, right? So if you see fresh eggs standing up on the straight up inside the cells, that's usually a sign you got a queen. That egg will stand up in the cell like this on day 1, and then on day 2 it'll sort of flop down and start to curl and melt a bit. And around day 3, it's a bit more completely melted, but just sort of like the yolk, I guess you could say, inside the egg, it sort of breaks through, and then that that yolky part that gives off a pheromone or a smell that the bees recognize, and then they start feeding the bee. But until that point, it's practically inside its egg, you know, and eating its yolk. That's a very general way of explaining it. But so anyway, the long and short of it is, I didn't see that inside this hive, so I don't know if the queen is there. But I think she is. I'm just going to assume she is.